This is Dan Fleming from DansMark Software Solutions. This is a new demo of a new program I have on the market called the Custom-Railing-Designr. We're going to open it up and do a little section that I drew here in plan view. It's going to draw some plan views and some shop drawings automatically. We're going to pick auto and start picking points. I'm going to pick a point from there to there and then give it a direction, either up or down. I want to pick a point for it to draw the shop drawings. Automatically draw the shop drawings and create blocks out of them as we go. And I'll finish up with a wall mount. And we're done. There's 11 drawings that we just drew. We'll go in here and look at the plan view. I'm going to go ahead and explode. Well, actually, I don't need to. All right. This length right here with 10 foot, that's what we're asking the program to draw for us when we put in a railing length. We're going from edge of concrete or edge of wall, because I have a wall connection to start out with, to a turn down splice. So that's 10 foot long to that point right there. My railing is going to automatically go 3 inches past, or whatever it is that I have configured in the miscellaneous properties for the X and Y offset of the railing on the left side and on the right side. If I would have had 6 inches on the X and the Y, this railing would offset 6 inches to the Y direction and 6 inches to the X direction from the end of that point right there that just turned red. It automatically put an open splice on the left side of railing number 2, and there's railing number 2. And it turned in the direction I told it to turn. So basically, this was the distance from there to there. I don't even know what it was. That's 96 inches. So if I would have put in 96 inches, told it an open splice on the left side, a turn up on the right side, that's the railing that it would have drawn. And notice it turned the splice in the correct direction to accept the next railing that was coming into it. So here's the next direction that the railing is, and the spacings of the pickets are from the edge of that post right there. So on and so forth. Each one of these railings are spaced correctly for the posts and the railings. We'll go back and look at the shop drawings right quick. The length of the concrete is 11 foot right here. That's the length of that concrete. I'm going to go ahead and explode this drawing just to let you know that it made a block out of this drawing. It's called shop drawing rail number 1 through rail number 11. I'm just going to go ahead and explode this drawing so we can look at it. This is the length of concrete, so it tells you where that measurement's at. That's 11 foot. The distance from that point to that point is 132 inches. Now, it knew that it had to extend that railing out past the end of that concrete to accept the next rail that was coming into it. It's a smart program. It knows what to do based on the direction that you pick for the next railing to be. Now it put in, some dimensions. It lets you know there's the end of wall on this side. This is the wall connections for that side. There's the plan view for the wall connections. The pickets are spaced accordingly. They're aligned with each other in the plan view and the elevation view. I'm just kind of picking center lines so you can kind of see where the pickets are. Also, the pickets went up inside of this railing right here, up to this line. That's the picket railing from the designer. So I have a Picket-Rail Designer in this program that will allow you, we'll look at the section view, that will allow you to configure your own picket railing and put in the dimensions that you need. This is the splice bar for that picket railing. And this specific instance, we used a square tube on the top. That square tube did turn downward up here. If you'll notice, it put in a 45 where it was supposed to turn, right across the top of that post, and it would have to be welded at that spot right there. I did not put the detail for the weld on that spot. That will probably come in the next version. I put in a few dimensions, an overall total length of the rail. That's for the railing itself. Or actually, that's the total length, period. And then the length of the rail is C, and that corresponds with C in the bill of material. That's a square 2 by 2 by 14 gauge top rail that's 11 feet 1 and 11/16 long. It's a top rail. There's one of those, and it's 8.3303 pounds. I round these off to the fourth digit, just for accuracy. You can change that if you want to, manually. There's no way to change it any other way. May do something for that in the next version. Depends on if enough people want that. The picket rails. There's a picket rail at 3'5", or this is a picket railing, that's D, 3'5", and then another one at E is 3'7" and 5/16". There's another 3'7" and 5/16", that's also an E. Go back to our bill of material and look, and there's a D right there. There's two of those. It's a picket channel. It's a 2 by 1 by 0.625. It's 3 foot 5 inches, and both of those together weigh 1.9360 pounds. E says there's 4 picket rail channels. They're 3'7" and 5/16". They're picket receptacles. I could have put a picket railing, but put picket receptacle on there just as a remark to let you know what it was for. All of those weigh 3.8720 pounds. Notice that the whole railing weighs 45.429 pounds. That's adding up all of the other weights to get a total. Like I say, the pickets, this is the dimension of the pickets right here, F. That's 2 foot 11 and a half. We'll go back up and look at F. Those pickets actually go from inside that channel, to inside that channel. And as you can see, the dimension is adjusted so that it says 2 foot 11 and a half. We'll go to F, and F is here. There's 27 pickets. They're square tube, 3 by 3, or 3/4 by 3/4 by 0.125, 2 foot 11 and a half. They're picket. They're all together. The weight is 21.6746 pounds. G would be a custom mount. There's a wall mount on one side. There's 3 of those, and then a custom mount, splice mount. That's the length of those, 2.5, 2.5, and those are the weights on those. Those weights are just something that I picked out. You can adjust those weights yourself, and these are the splice bars for these railings. Now, I didn't put in an accurate, in other words, a side view of that bar in here. I may do that in the future. I just put in a representation of those splice bars, and those will elongate in the X direction according to the size that you put in for the wall mounts and the splice bars. And here at down the bottom picket railing, the splice bar for the bottom, and there's a splice bar for that railing. Also the base plate, it gives you a measurement for your base plate, how far the holes are apart. Another thing that we need to look at is all the dimensions down here. All of these dimensions are for laying out the holes. In other words, from the left side to the very first hole would be 3 foot 6 and 9/16 to that hole. Then go 3.5 inches. Then go 3 foot 5 and 13 to the next hole. Then go 3.5 more inches, and then go 3 foot 5 and 13/16 to the next hole, and then go 3.5 inches from there. Well, just as an added safety check, I put in 4 3/4 inches to the very last hole, so you know where that's at when you go in here and lay out these holes. So with this drawing, you can send out to have someone pre-drill the holes. They will be in the exact place the railing needs to be if your shop can build the railing to the specifications that are shown here. And I'm sorry I said if, but believe me, I've worked with a lot of shops. It's always iffy, in my opinion, whether they're going to actually make the things right or not. Not trying to down any one shop or their employees. I'm just relying on experience that I've had in the past. Here's the next drawing. This is railing number 2, and that coincides with railing number 2 here. Here's railing number 3, and that coincides with railing number 3 here. And notice the bill of material will be for rail number 3, and there will be A, B, C, D, E, F, G, so on and so forth. And all the shop drawings and bill of materials and the erection drawing for the plan view is done very quickly. For more information on the Custom-Railing Designer, you can go to my website, and on the very first page, DansMark.com, it brings up the index page. On the very first page, you can follow the link just a little ways down the first page to the Custom-Railing Designer web page and download page, or website and download page. You're going to have to register this program to use the demo. Once the demo has run its course, you must buy the program to keep using it. There's going to be more versions of this program. This is version number 1. If I can get enough interest, I will go ahead and start on the very next phase. And any suggestions that you want to put in the Custom-Rail Designer, let me know. My email is dan@dansmark.com, and I will consider those, consider your request for putting those in the very next release. Thank you very much.